Hello all. In the last session, we have seen theory required to trace polar curves. So I hope first before I go to this video, just revise all the concepts from theory and then start solving examples. Okay. So let's have our first example. R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Okay. So this curve is actually called as cardioid. So today in session we are going to trace cardioid. Okay, so let's start with the symmetry. That is the first rule, right? So to check the symmetry about initial line or about a perpendicular line or about a pole, you need to replace theta by minus theta or r by minus r or both simultaneously, right? But since cos theta is present here, I'll go with the first rule, that is replacing theta by minus theta, and let's see what are the changes in the r. Okay, so replace theta by minus theta. So what do we get? R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta is minus theta here, and this is same as, since cos of minus theta is same as cos theta, so this is equal to 1 plus cos theta again. So the curve remains unchanged. So what is the conclusion? That the given curve is symmetric about initial line. Initial line is nothing but x-axis, and we can call that initial line as theta is equal to 0, right? So therefore, given curve is symmetric about x-axis, that is initial line. Okay, instead of x-axis, write down initial line only. Okay, and then the second point is finding whether the curve passes through pole or not. Pole is here, origin, right? So to verify whether this passes through origin or not, you need to make r equal to 0, right? So we are going to figure out for which value of theta r is becoming 0, right? So if I substitute theta is equal to say pi, then let's see what happens, right? So r is equal to a into 1 plus cos of pi is minus 1, so this becomes 0, right? So when I substitute theta is equal to pi, r becomes 0, so that means for some value of theta I am getting r 0, so this implies the given curve passes through pole, right? So therefore, given curve passes through pole. Okay, and since at theta is equal to pi, r is becoming 0, that means theta is equal to pi is nothing but tangent at pole, right? So this implies theta is equal to pi is tangent at pole. Okay, then the next rule is to make a table. What is this table about? For some set of values of theta, we are going to figure out what is the values of r using the given equation, and this is quite easy to draw the curve. So we are going to take maximum possible values of theta here. Okay, so let's have the curve equation one more time. Okay, so I'm going to take some values of theta, and accordingly here we are going to figure out values of r. Okay, so note that here I'm going to keep the table up to pi only because it is symmetric about initial line. So if we are able to draw up to pi, then the same part you can repeat below the initial line, right? So we are going to divide our values of theta only up to pi, and we can repeat it from pi to that 2 pi part, right? So I'll just consider this as 0, then 30, so that is pi by 6, then I'll take 45 also, that is pi by 4, then 60, that is pi by 3, then 90, that is pi by 2, then 120, so 2 pi by 3, then 135, since I am considering pi by 4, so you can skip the value, but just for convenience I am considering this. Then the next one is 150, that is 5 pi by 6, and then the last one is 180, which is nothing but pi, right? You can write down this in the degree format, but since we are denoting the axis by 0, pi by 2, pi, and 3 pi by 2, I'm preferring this notations. Okay, so let's substitute values one by one in this equation. Okay, when you substitute theta is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1, so this becomes 1 plus 1 is 2, so this is 2a. When you substitute pi by 6 there, this is root 3 by 2, so this becomes a and into 1 plus root 3 by 2, right? So root 3 by 2 is nearly 0.86. This value is a into 1.86, right? So when you substitute pi by 4 here, what do you get? It is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is nearly 0.70. So 1 plus 0.70, I'll directly write down the value as 1.70a. When you substitute pi by 3, cos pi by 3 is 0.5. So 1 plus 0.5 is 1.5. So this is 1.5 into a. Then cos pi by 2 is 0. So this is simply a into 1 is a. Then cos 2 pi by 3 is minus 0.5. So 1 minus 0.5 is just 0.5. So this is 0.5 a. Then cos 3 pi by 4, this is minus 0.70. So I'll directly write down this 1 minus 0.70 is nothing but 0.3. So 0.3 multiplied by a. Then cos 5 pi by 6 is minus 0.86. So that is nothing but 0.14 times a. Then cos pi is minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is just 0, right? So I got all the values up to 0 to pi. So same thing I can repeat from pi to 2 pi. So no need to write down these values, right? So for now I'll keep this aside. Using this table only we are going to write down the curve part, right? So for now just keep this aside for a moment. We'll verify the other rules. Okay, then the next rule is to find out tangents at other point, right, on the curve. So what was the formula? The formula we are going to use here is tan phi is equal to r upon dr by d theta, right? What is r? R is nothing but a into 1 plus cos theta. Its derivative with respect to theta is a into minus of sin theta, right? Using this we are going to figure out what must be the value of phi. I'll modify this little bit. I'm going to convert this into half angle formulae. 1 plus cos theta I can write down as this a will get cancelled. 1 plus cos theta I can write down as 2 cos square theta by 2, and sin theta I can write down as 2 into sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, just a double angle formulae. That I'm making it half angle because this is just a theta, right? This 2 will get cancelled and 1 cos theta will get cancelled. So this is cot with negative sign of theta by 2. Okay, so note that minus cot theta by 2, this is same as tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2. So we got tan phi is equal to this value. So what is the value of phi? Value of phi is pi by 2 plus theta by 2. Okay, and since we are varying our range from 0 to pi at boundary angles, we are going to figure out what must be phi. That is, I am going to substitute first theta is equal to 0 and then substitute theta is equal to pi. Okay, and we'll get the values of phi, right? So I'll write down just phi one more time. What is phi? Phi is pi by 2 plus theta by 2. So when theta is equal to 0, what is phi? Phi is pi by 2. So when phi is pi by 2, as we have seen in the last session, the tangent line must be perpendicular to initial line. Okay, it should make a pi by 2 angle with initial line. Okay, then when you substitute theta is equal to pi by 2, what you have? Phi is equal to just pi. So that in that case, it is making angle 0 with the initial line. So initial line itself will be the value, right? So let's go forward. Let's see the next rule. Okay, the next rule is to find out asymptote. What is asymptote? Asymptote is nothing but tangent at infinity, right? So what we are going to figure out is for which value of theta r is becoming infinity, right? What is the equation we are having? R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. And no matter what we substitute for value of cos theta, we'll not going to get infinity anytime, because cos theta value lies between minus 1 to 1. So I'm going to get the finite value here only, right? So this is not going to be infinite in any case. So that means there is no asymptote for the given curve, right? So since there does not exist any theta such that r goes to infinity, so therefore given curve has no asymptote. Okay, then since the trigonometric function is present here, we can just find out what must be the region of presence, right? That is rule 1 in the region part, right? So note that what do we have? That cos ranges between minus 1 to plus 1, right? So using this I can find out value of r also. What is r? R is a into 1 plus cos theta, right? So when you substitute r is equal cos theta is equal to minus 1, this becomes 0, so lower value must be 0, right? And when you substitute cos theta is equal to 1 here, this is 1 plus 1, that is 2, so 2 times a, so upper value must be 2a. So minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 2a. So the range for the given curve is in between 0 to 2a. Okay, so now let's try to draw the curve. Okay, using the table only we are going to draw it. Okay, so let's see how to draw. Okay, this is pole, this is theta is equal to 0 degree, then this line is theta is equal to pi by 2, then theta is equal to pi, and theta is equal to 3 pi by 2. Right, now let's see how we have divided my intervals. I'll just roughly do this. You don't have to draw this line, okay? Note the thing, that is first 0 degree, then after that 30 degree, then after that 45 degree, then after this 60 degree, then 90, after 90 is 120, after 120 I have considered 135 degree, and after 135 I have considered 115. After 150 we are having 180, right? So at 0, what is the value? At 0 I am having r is equal to 2a. So on initial line at 0 I am having r is equal to 2a. So this is suppose 2a point, right? 2a comma 0, right? Then what is the next? At 30, what we have? It becomes a into 1.86. So the distance is 2a first. Now it is decreasing to 1.86. So surely it will be less than this distance. So on this line, surely less than this distance, I am going to consider this as 1.86. So for 45, what I am having here, 45, I am having 1.7. So surely it will be less than this distance. So let's take this as 1.7 wala point. Okay, then next one is at 60, it is 1.5. So let's take little bit lesser than this. Okay, then at pi by 2 it becomes a. So let's take like this. Okay, it will be surely less than this. Okay, then at 120 it is 0.5. So it will be less than a. Then at 135, again less than this. Then at 120 it becomes 0.15, and at pi it becomes 0. So let's come back to this. Right, now you have marked this point, just draw the curve using these points. Okay, so I'm having curve like this. Now since this is symmetric about initial line, the same portion will be there below also, right? So just join this, right? So that's why the name is cardioid, that is heart shape, right? So this is pretty much easy to draw, nothing to worry about it. Just you need to form a table for this. Okay, and using the table I'm going to just draw the curve. Okay, now note that we have figured out the tangent lines here. When theta is equal to 0 line, it making pi by 2 angle. So here it should be like this, right? And the next thing you are having is when theta is pi by 2, it is making pi angle. So it should be like this. So no need to draw this for now, you can consider like this only. Okay, and you can verify that for theta is equal to pi. When you consider theta is equal to pi, when you consider theta is equal to pi, I think this should be at theta equal to pi. This is actually pi, right? So when you are considering theta is equal to pi, so in that case this line is nothing but the tangent line, right? So it is just a verification part, the tangent at other points. Okay, you can verify using this thing, right? So draw the cardioid using table only. Okay, and you can verify that the curve region lies between 0 to 2a, which we have proved earlier, right? And that's the thing.